I have never seen anything like this. So this woman found out that her boyfriend was cheating on her, and within a day, she had packed up her stuff from their apartment and listed out all of the things that she did. This is the update, and I'm just starting at the end, and I am going to go back to the beginning. But she compiled a list of all of the things that she did as she was getting all of her stuff out and disappearing from his life. She says, I logged myself out of our Apple TV and Xbox. I canceled the Wi Fi that I paid for and returned the modem to the carrier. I took my payment information for utilities off our account. This part I wanted to get to. I packed up all my sauces, spices, and cooking oils and took note to only leave dried rosemary behind. He hates that. So I just wanted to show you, I just want to start at the end to let you know that she did break up with this man. Now I'm about to go to the beginning and read all the way through. So this is the beginning. She says, my boyfriend of 7 years cheated on me. I'm going to disappear from his life. Is there anything I'm missing? So she's 27, he's 29. She says, I just found out that my boyfriend of 7 years cheated on me. My boyfriend went to our home state, to see his family for the weekend. He's been going quite often this year, about once a month, saying it's because his grandparents are old and miss him. I thought nothing of it until this morning. I got a screenshot from a mutual friend of ours of my boyfriend's location on Snapchat. He was at his parents' house, but a girl's Bitmoji was there as well. It wasn't his sister or mom, and his parents, who weirdly also have Snapchat, weren't home either. He didn't tell me he was going to be with anyone else today. I tried to call him, but he did not pick up. I looked on Snapchat and his location was turned off. The mutual friend says my boyfriend has told everyone at home we had broken up 4 months ago. He said my boyfriend was making him stay quiet about it because he was trying to find the right time to tell me. As far as his parents know, he's moving home once our lease is up. The reason our mutual friend told me was because he walked in on my boyfriend and the girl hooking up with each other this morning. I texted an old friend who lives in my hometown, and she immediately asked why my boyfriend was on Tinder. We caught up, and she sent me proof of his photos on Tinder and his bio. It hurt to see that photos I had took of him were used. He even covered my face in a photo we took together and said, "This could be you." I had no idea his family thought we were broken up and that he was looking for other people to date. We even went to Italy a month ago celebrating our 7 year anniversary. I'm so confused and I don't know what to do. I look around and everything in our apartment seems like a lie. The soon to be ex texted me just now and he is on his flight back. He'll be back in about 5 hours. Obviously, he can find his own way back to the apartment from the airport. I'm shocked and numb, but my best friend is with me helping me pack up all my clothes. I'm leaving and I'm not leaving a trace of myself behind. Our dog is coming with me and I'll be staying at my best friend's place for now. My soon to be ex and I already have separate bank accounts, and our joint bank account does not have much in it right now. I make more than he does, so he can keep it. I can't go to the leasing office because it's closed on Sundays, but I sent an email asking for early termination on the lease. We're registered as domestic partners, so I've completed the termination form and will drive up to the LA County office tomorrow. He is on my health insurance, and I've sent the email to HR to kick him off ASAP. We have several large photo albums together, and I'm not sure what to do with those. Keeping them would be too difficult, but I don't want him to have the satisfaction of having our photos. It's clear he uses our memories in a horrible way. Is there anything I'm missing? I can't seem to think of anything, and all my thoughts seem so jumbled. Nothing makes sense, but I know I can't stay. Any help to ghost a person this close to my heart would be appreciated. So that was the question she asked, but then she gives us an update, and I started at the update. So we already know that she's listing out everything that she has done. All right, so she says, this is an update to this post. She says, "Thank you everyone for the solid advice. I'm compiling everything I did in the first section, so if others need a way to cut contact with the person, they can reference this." As mentioned in the comments, I logged myself out of our Apple TV and Xbox. I canceled the Wi Fi that I paid for and returned the modem to the carrier. I took my payment information for utilities off our account. I packed up all my sauces, spices, and cooking oils and took note to only leave dried rosemary behind. He hates that ish. I printed out and framed the screenshot of his Tinder profile and left it on the kitchen table. I closed a piece of dog poop into the frame as well. I'll keep the photo albums. He can have this. I took a video of the entire apartment after packing up my things and left my keys in the mailbox to the leasing office and emailed the leasing office of my departure with the videos of what the apartment looked like prior to locking up. I updated my address for the USPS, vet, hospital, school, work, and my dog's chip. I talked to HR and am in the process of getting him off my health insurance, changing the benefactor of my life insurance to my parents. If I could only, I would, I could name, I'm sorry, if only I could name my dog and emergency contact. I'm going to the bank to take myself off the joint bank account. Fortunately, I'm not worried about my credit as all of our finances have stayed separate, but I'm grateful to those who told me to freeze my credit. I logged out of all devices for all streaming services, social media, and all of my work, personal, and school email. I blocked him on all social media, chat rooms, and his phone number. I made a doctor's appointment to get STD tested. I'm on my way to an appointment with the county office to terminate our domestic partnership. It's been an incredibly busy 18 hours, but I've had a lot of help from my friends. I haven't been able to sleep either. As far as what happened since he arrived, here's what's up. I already blocked him before he landed. I received many texts and calls from his parents and sister that I did not see. Then, when I noticed his sister calling, I picked up. At first, the call was hostile. She accused me of being some crazy ex girlfriend that couldn't let her brother go. Funny, since I just packed up and left. She brought up that it had been 4 months and that I needed to move on. I told her that the ex never approached me about breaking up and that 1 month ago we celebrated our 7 year anniversary and started to plan our wedding. I had no indication he even wanted to break up. We reset a bit and she allowed me to tell my side of the story. I told her he was somewhat distant this year, but he had blamed it on his grandparents being old and wanting to spend more time with them before they died. Turns out their grandparents had been dead for 2 years. I never met them because my ex claimed that they were super racist since the grandpa was a Vietnam War vet. I'm Southeast Asian. Turns out you can't be racist when you're dead. We ended the call on a positive note, with his sister saying it was a lot to take in. She said she felt bad as the girl he was cheating on me with was one of her friends. She had introduced them to each other sometime last year when my ex was apparently unhappy with our relationship. They hit it off and he was supposed to break it off with me. I guess he never had the balls to do so. She was also confused as to why he was on Tinder as he was in a relationship with her friend. I sent her all of the Tinder receipts after hanging up. Later in the night, I received an email from the ex. To sum it up, yes, he asked me to come to the apartment to talk it out. No, he did not apologize for anything. He ended the email with, "I love you." As far as I know, he doesn't know where I am. I also don't believe he knows where my friend lives as she just moved and he hasn't been here yet. He also doesn't seem like that type of person, but I guess I didn't really know him after all. We'll keep the locks ready and the bats near the door. It's been so helpful just writing out everything that's happened so far, but all of your advice, support, and guidance in this situation has made me feel empowered to leave. At times, I just wanted to stop packing and hope that when he came home, everything would go back to normal and the text would just be a distant memory. Your words of encouragement have really helped me follow through and leave. Nothing good would have come from staying. Thank you all again. Edit. I just added the link to the beginning to the original post. Edit 2. Sorry, I was unclear about the timeline. The parents and the sister called me about 2 hours after he landed. I assumed it was because he got home and realized the person paying half his rent will no longer be doing so and reached out to his family. The dog poop may have contributed to the heightened emotions. So that is her post. This is amazing. She sounds like a very detail oriented person, and I don't blame her. Some people get extra emotional when they find out that their partner is cheating. And they need to talk it out. They need closure or anything. But she did not need any of that. She needed to get up out of there. And she's not there to beg and plead for him to stay. She's heartbroken, and I can understand that. She's been in a relationship with this man for a long time, but she's doing what she needed to do. I love the list. She gave the list. She gave the blueprint. If you need to break up with somebody and you need to get gone, this is what you do. She took every all of her spices. She says, "Nope, you're not gonna sit up and season on my dime." I love that part. That's why I had to highlight that part. But yes, we all need a feel good story at times, and this was that for me. Instead of these people that are hand wringing that things are just not right, and they're trying to figure out how to make the person that they love, who hates them, don't not hate them anymore. No, if you're with somebody that doesn't like you, that doesn't treat you well, why are you staying with them? Just like figure it out, make a plan, execute it, and bounce. I love this. Just a few of the comments. Obvious Fox says logging out doesn't change your passwords if he happens to know them. He can just log back in or go change them himself. She says, good point. The passwords will be changed ASAP. PM Me Fluffy Cow says, I don't remember seeing this on your list, but turn off his access if he has any to your location. This is really for anyone leaving a relationship. Your safety could be at risk. And she says, it has been done. I did it the second I saw he turned off his Snapchat and iPhone location. Thank you for the reminder. Mexican Ass Lord 69, now that is a name, says, yeah, this update post is insane. The original was literally only posted less than a day ago. Scheduled an appointment to check for STDs. Yeah, that's totally top priority right now. Also, a post from 4 years ago says she started dating her boyfriend of 1.5 years before that. So is it 5.5 years or is it 7 years? And so then the OP says, is getting an appointment for STDs not a priority? And even if it wasn't, you can make an appointment online with your PCP in like 5 minutes. Why wouldn't I do that? We were together for 5 years. The first year and a half, we were good friends and liked each other, but didn't act on it. We were bad at communicating feelings. As far as I know, we weren't seeing other people, but who knows? LOL. We began to include it in our overall time together because it seemed right at the time. It feels stupid now. And then this person says, it's a priority. You're absolutely right. However, you have to be aware that the tests are only reliable 6 weeks after the last sexual intercourse. So personally, I would wait, or I would already do the test and then do them again the necessary number of weeks later. And then the other person, 8 Marshmallow says, a lot of people are having a hard time finding a PCP nowadays. I just waited 8 months for a new patient appointment, and there are wait times for appointments. It's pretty brutal in a lot of the US. And then Jack says, but if you already have one, you can literally go on their app and make an appointment in 5 minutes. It's a privilege I'm thankful for. And the thing is, she did all of this, but she's also a woman, and women can create lists like that. Mexican butt lord seems like he's probably a man, and doing all of these things probably wouldn't come to his mind. But women, we can make some lists. So I totally believe her. And like other people did, I went to her post history, and she does have a post history because some people are accusing her of lying and this being AI. But this post is consistent with her other posts. So I definitely believe that this happened. Anyways, we all need these types of stories. We need to see a woman having some self-respect and leaving a situation when it's possible that she can, and doing so. I know that everybody can't leave this immediate. She didn't have any kids. It was a small apartment. She said in the comments somewhere it's like a 500 square foot apartment. So she didn't have that much to do. And they kept their finances separate. So important. So important, ladies. Talk to your daughters about this. Not combining everything. Even when you get married, don't combine everything. All right, y'all. Join the conversation. Let me know what you think about this one. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.